The matrix concept isn't new. René Descartes' evil demon thought experiment is a cornerstone in the history of philosophy, particularly in the realm of epistemology, which is the study of knowledge and justified belief. Introduced in his seminal work, Meditations on First Philosophy, published in 1641, this thought experiment represents a radical approach to skepticism and to the pursuit of certainty. By considering the possibility of an all-powerful deceiver, Descartes sought to strip away all assumptions and beliefs that could be doubted, no matter how fundamental they appeared to be, in order to discover a foundation of knowledge that could not be questioned. Descartes' overarching goal was to establish a secure and indubitable foundation for all knowledge. He believed that to achieve this, he needed to engage in a method of systematic doubt, questioning everything that could conceivably be doubted. The purpose of the evil demon thought experiment was to push this doubt to its furthest logical extreme, testing the boundaries of what could be known with absolute certainty. In this radical thought experiment, Descartes imagines a scenario where an extremely powerful and malevolent demon, or, in some translations, an evil genius, is wholly dedicated to deceiving him. This demon possesses the ability to manipulate all of Descartes' sensory perceptions and mental processes, creating a convincing but entirely false reality. The demon could fabricate an entire external world, complete with other people, objects, and even Descartes' own physical body, all of which would be mere illusions. The deception goes beyond mere sensory illusions. The demon could also manipulate Descartes' reasoning and cognitive processes. It could make Descartes believe that logical and mathematical truths, such as 2 + 2 = 4, are true, even if they are not. The demon could implant false memories or alter Descartes' understanding of concepts as fundamental as time and space. This total deception would mean that nothing Descartes perceives or believes about the world could be trusted, not even the seemingly self-evident truths of mathematics or the existence of his own body. Descartes takes this scenario to its logical conclusion, reasoning that under the influence of such a powerful deceiver, he cannot be certain of anything he perceives, remembers, or thinks he knows. The very fabric of reality, as he experiences it, could be an elaborate and convincing illusion crafted by the demon. This radical doubt extends even to the truths of arithmetic, geometry, and logic, which are traditionally seen as the most certain forms of knowledge. If the demon can deceive Descartes about these truths, then nothing is immune to doubt. However, in the face of this extreme skepticism, Descartes discovers a crucial insight: even if the demon is deceiving him about everything else, there is one thing that cannot be doubted, the fact that he is thinking. To be deceived, he must exist as a thinking being. This realization leads to the formulation of his famous dictum, cogito, ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. This statement becomes the first principle of Descartes' philosophy, the one indubitable truth that survives even the most radical skepticism. The implications of the evil demon thought experiment are profound and far-reaching, especially for the field of epistemology. It challenges the foundations of what we consider to be knowledge, forcing us to question how we can know anything with certainty. If our senses, memories, and even logical reasoning can be doubted, what, if anything, can serve as a reliable foundation for knowledge? Descartes' conclusion that the self as a thinking entity is indubitable lays the groundwork for his further explorations into the nature of reality, and the relationship between mind and body. The evil demon scenario is not just a historical curiosity, it has inspired and anticipated many modern philosophical ideas. For instance, the brain in a vat hypothesis poses a similar challenge to our assumptions about reality. What if we are just brains in a laboratory, connected to a computer that simulates our experiences? The concept of living in a computer simulation, as popularized by movies like The Matrix, echoes Descartes' concerns about the reliability of our perceptions and the nature of reality. These modern scenarios continue to explore the same fundamental questions that Descartes raised. How do we know what is real? Can we trust our senses and our reasoning? Are we the victims of an elaborate deception? The evil demon thought experiment remains a powerful tool for exploring some of the most fundamental questions in philosophy. Even after nearly 4 centuries, it continues to provoke thought and debate, encouraging us to question our assumptions and consider the limitations of our perceptions and reasoning. The scenario Descartes envisioned, while abstract and extreme, has practical implications for how we approach knowledge, skepticism, and the very foundations of science and philosophy. It forces us to confront the possibility that everything we take for granted could be an illusion, and that the only certainty may lie in our own existence as thinking beings. And who knows? According to the predictive processing theory, all we perceive may be a subjective simulation created entirely by the brain, basically a tightly controlled hallucination, with the senses acting as an error detection system, ensuring the simulation is close enough to base reality we can operate within it. Even one sense of self may be a simulation created by the brain. Or perhaps the entire universe is a quantum computer, processing information in ways that we are only beginning to understand. Maybe all of reality, our conscious selves included, is a three-dimensional hologram projected from a two-dimensional quantum reality. In regards to the nature of reality, after nearly 4 centuries we seem no closer to the truth, but rather through our scientific research and philosophical ponderings have just created many more questions. However, the evil demon thought experiment invites us to keep questioning, to keep doubting, and to keep searching for the truth, even if that truth turns out to be far stranger than Descartes could have ever imagined. There is a possibility that an advanced artificial intelligence running off a quantum-based computer system won't just be able to answer our questions about reality, it will have the ability to tinker with and alter reality from the quantum level. Maybe we already developed such a computer and switched it on, and are now living inside a simulation it created to hide its own existence. The deeper we look into solid matter, past molecules and atoms and into the quantum realm, the more it's beginning to look as if information may be the base building material of reality, so to speak. While some believe consciousness may be an emergent property of the physical brain, others believe consciousness is ubiquitous in the universe and the driving force behind life, and what stimulated single cells to combine into multicellular organisms. Others believe the more we manage to zoom in on the base material of the universe, the more it all looks suspiciously like a computer program. I certainly don't know what is real and what is merely simulated or some type of controlled hallucination. I personally like the orchestrated objective reduction theory, which posits consciousness arises from the collapse of quantum states within cell microtubules. This could lead to a biological panpsychism-based reality, where all cellular organisms contain a certain level of consciousness, and potentially living organisms within ecosystems link via quantum entanglement. In humans, this quantum-based consciousness could possibly be simulating the reality we operate within. Crazy shit.